Algebra is everywhere. It's the gateway to more advanced mathematics and the basis of our high-tech world. It's an entry point to post-secondary education and one of the main causes of high school failure. Throughout the United States, the single highest failure rate in high school is Algebra 1, and it's among the leading indicators of high school dropout. Thousands of students are denied diplomas because they can't pass algebra. Many try again and again, but still fail. Voyager Online Algebra offers these students the opportunity to take and pass Algebra 1 in an interactive online environment where they can learn, explore, and apply algebraic concepts in everyday situations. Designed for students in grades 8 through 12 and beyond, Voyager Online Algebra addresses the major topics of a typical Algebra 1 course, from foundational skills to linear equations to exponential functions and more. And it incorporates Common Core state standards. It's not an existing program that was simply correlated to the new standards. Each chapter in Voyager Online Algebra introduces math concepts in a real-world context, using rich media that engages students and gets them interested in the upcoming lesson. Each lesson also begins with a real-world example.
Pittsburgh has the distinction of being the U.S. city with the most public stairways.
Following the introduction, many lessons begin with an interactive lab that allows students to explore the concepts in the lesson prior to the actual instruction. The interactive labs feature Explore Learning Gizmos, interactive simulations that allow students to explore questions and begin to think about the concepts in the lesson. Next begins the instruction. The slope is the ratio of the rise to the run. Each lesson contains only 2 or 3 individual concepts to break up the instruction and prevent cognitive overload. After the instruction portion, students have the opportunity in many lessons to respond to a journal question, which encourages them to write about the mathematics they are experiencing. Applying math skills in writing is a critical part of the Common Core standards to clearly articulate their mathematical knowledge. The student responses are collected by the system, and teachers can review the responses to identify misconceptions and monitor student progress. Each concept in every lesson ends with a try-it activity. These are quick multiple-choice questions that allow students to practice the concept they just learned and receive corrective feedback as necessary. The feedback helps students figure out the correct answer rather than simply providing them with the answer. After students have completed all of the concepts in a lesson, they compete in an interactive game, Battle of Wits. Students practice what they learn in a fun way while earning points. A practice session follows, which is equivalent to homework. Practice problems are answered online. If students get a question wrong, they are encouraged to try again. A second incorrect response results in the question being marked wrong. Data is collected, which the teacher reviews to help monitor student progress. Many lessons end with a project, which allows students to synthesize what they have learned and apply it to a real-world situation. Project-based learning is an important part of applying learning to real-world situations. Throughout the course, diagnostic pre-tests help identify areas of weakness at the chapter level, and chapter post-tests measure each student's mastery of the chapter content. Once students have completed all chapters, a summative end-of-course assessment evaluates mastery of content the state mandates for algebra credit. Teachers can review each student's results. Online Algebra is hosted by Voyager with no additional hardware or software required. Districts and schools can also import course content into their own learning management system, including Blackboard, Moodle, and WebCT. Students need to master algebra in order to be successful in higher math courses and on high-stakes tests. Voyager Online Algebra is a perfect solution as a complete Algebra 1 course.